Numbers are magical. They're not only just magical, but I think they're also super, super trippy. There are some of these undiscovered hidden patterns of numbers everywhere, patterns that we haven't even discovered yet. So much of what we do right now in life and on Earth itself has some kind of undiscovered pattern to it. Through the ages, mathematicians have been obsessed and, of course, observing this world of patterns and numbers. And one such mathematician was Leonardo from Pisa. He was popularly known as Fibonacci. Everywhere that he looked, somehow in his head, this random pattern seemed to fit in like a perfect jigsaw puzzle. Now consider the following set of numbers. You've got 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34 and 55 and so on. Do you see any pattern in all these numbers? Do you see some kind of flow to it? Nope. Well, Fibonacci did. That's because of his affinity towards numbers and his curiosity. I'll tell you exactly what it is if you haven't solved it, but you know what, you guys in the tribe are so cool, I'm sure you've already figured it out. The first two digits are a sum of the third. The third and the fourth of the fifth, and so on. This sequence was named after Fibonacci, and the numbers that follow this crazy, cool, insane pattern, well, that was known as Fibonacci numbers. In fact, November 23rd is also observed as Fibonacci Day. After all, you've got 11, 23, yeah, damn the American system. But if you look at the sequence of the numbers, then yep, it follows the Fibonacci sequence. If you were to actively keep your eyes, ears and your mind open, then a lot of these random sequences would keep popping up in all directions. In fact, March 14th is on its way, one day before the Ides of March dawns upon us, but numbrophiles more popularly know it as, yes, Pi Day. Why? Because it's 314. The value of pi, as we know it for more practical purposes, is 3.14. Or if you want to start getting super accurate, which I don't think I'll be able to complete it, of course, but you get the idea, right? It's like 3.14159, so on and so forth. And this is why the actual celebration for Pi Day would be, ta-da, March 14th, beginning precisely at 1:59 a.m. A little known fact also is that Einstein happened to be born on Pi Day. Last year, 4 Pi Day was absolutely amazing because this is something that will never occur ever again, where the value of pi was actually the sequence of the date. In fact, some really crazy and trippy observations have been made about pi. The first 144 digits, the sum of it comes up to 666, and we all know what that number means. Coincidentally, 6 plus 6 multiplied by 6 plus 6 gives you, yep, 144. Now, this is just one of the many crazy and bizarre associations with numbers and pi in particular. What makes pi so fascinating is also about how it's so closely associated with the mysterious and omnipresent Fibonacci numbers. Nature, music, art, and of course math, all of them somehow, somewhere, the Fibonacci sequence manages to creep and crawl and make its way. Did you know that plants tend to have a number of leaves that have a Fibonacci number? And flowers, well, their petals also have a Fibonacci sequence. In fact, seeds in a flower head are often arranged in a spiral pattern, a pattern that is related to Fibonacci numbers. For example, the number of spirals that curve to the left and the number of spirals that curve to the right will be adjacent numbers in a Fibonacci sequence. Now, if you were to make squares with numbers in sequence as the width, then you would land up getting a perfect spiral. And this is what is known as the golden spiral or the logarithmic spiral. This is something that you see in abundance in nature when it comes to the shells of snails or even the nautilus or even the cochlea of the ear. This logarithmic spiral can also be seen on the horns of certain goats. Spiral galaxies, well, they also follow the Fibonacci pattern. And the Milky Way, we've seen it all the time in the images. It has several spirals, each spiral which is of about 12 degrees. faces, both human as well as non-human, well, they're an excellent example of what is known as the golden ratio. Even the Egyptians thought that the golden ratio was extremely sacred. According to them, if the dimensions of the building, being the pyramid, was not proportioned to the golden ratio, then the dead or the deceased would not make it to the afterlife and they would not please the gods. Other than that, they also thought that the golden ratio was very pleasing to the eye. They used this golden ratio to lay down a lot of their pyramids, and in fact, the 3 famous pyramids of Giza are based on the golden ratio. Now, this is also a popular belief and not something that has been proven. These mysterious patterns of numbers, they've also found their way in popular culture. There was a very famous film which won at the Sundance, which is called as Pi, which is based on the life of a very famous mathematician. Through the years, popular culture has also exploited the Fibonacci sequence, pi and phi. In fact, in one of the Star Trek episodes, we can see Spock where he is trying to defeat this evil computer by asking it to compute the last digits of pi. Even Leonardo da Vinci was very fascinated with the Fibonacci sequence, and he has been known to use it in a lot of his art. According to him, it had great aesthetic appeal. Psychologists for very long have been studying human behavior and our obsession with patterns, and according to them, we're just wired to find patterns in everything that we observe. You can get carried away very easily. It's almost compulsive and it makes you want to chase after them. Fascinating, and as cryptally perfect as these patterns are, according to them, it just might be coincidental. Or maybe not. So while you sit and mull over this mystery world of numbers, patterns, is it coincidental or not, till then let's have a little fun over here on The Tribe. Here is a sequence of numbers and I want you to tell me what exactly is the pattern that the numbers are following and what the last 2 numbers should be. Write your answers down in the comment section below, and if you've just joined us, welcome to The Tribe, man. I'll see you very soon. Ciao. Mechanophilia. Quite self-explanatory, right? Being sexually aroused by a vehicle such as a car, a motorbike, an aeroplane, a helicopter. I don't know how you would even be doing it with an aeroplane. Astronauts were getting so desperate that the crew of Gemini 3 actually snuck in a corned beef sandwich. They were mildly rebuked by NASA for causing such a mess.